Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jasmina from Jasmina Brozovic Astrology. Today, I'm here to talk about the month of September and from the astrological point of view. I hope you're all doing well. We have a relatively good month ahead, although the eclipse season is coming up. But I really am hopeful about the month of September. It is also a start of a new season in the northern hemisphere. It's the beginning of autumn, so we are having a farewell to summer. Uh, each season, when we have a new season coming, it's always an opportunity for new beginnings, to start some things over as well. I hope you're all doing well. I had an issue yesterday with my computer, so many of you are already aware that Mercury stopped going retrograde on Thursday, August 28th. But today we are starting September with Uranus stationing to go retrograde. So both Mercury and Uranus are about technology, and when they're changing directions, it's like a situation where we have technologies breakdowns, breakthroughs, and yeah, many people are telling me, they had issues with their cars, then, with the laptops, cell phones, many different things are happening during this time. So yeah, my laptop screen just died yesterday, so I had to order a new laptop. Anyway, I hope you hear me, you see me, and I will go generally through month of September, and then I'll talk about for all 12 rising signs, what energies can we expect. Okay. So as I mentioned before, overall, I'm very hopeful and optimistic about month of September. It starts with this Uranus retrograde. Uranus is going to be retrograde until the end of January next year. So we can expect, when Uranus is a change bringer, Uranus is disruptor, Uranus is also awakener. So when it's direct, it can be too much for some of us to handle, because constant change and not having and lots of disruptions can make us kind of nervous, right? So when Uranus is going retrograde, it's time to slow down. It's gonna, all the great ideas we had, all the breakthroughs are gonna kind of be reflective. Now we're gonna have an opportunity to revise and redefine, where are we going, what do we really want to change, where do we see our life, what is the path that we're going to. So I like that about this Uranus going retrograde. The thing is, we have all the outer planets now retrograde, plus Saturn. Saturn and Jupiter are generational planets. That's how we call them, because the generations share each placement. So usually you would say your peers, your classmates would have the same Jupiter as you, or Saturn, so you kind of understand each other in that way. So we have Pluto retrograde. Pluto went retrograde. Let me see. Pluto went retrograde on May 2nd this year. And today, so it was retrograding in Aquarius, but today, around 8 p.m. Eastern time, he's going to retrograde back to Capricorn. Okay, so this is going to be the last dip in Capricorn for the next 250 years. And Capricorn is all about governance, about sovereignty, about rules and regulations, about structures in our lives. And Pluto is transformation. Pluto is rebirth. Pluto is destroyer and rebuilder. So this last dip in Capricorn, and he's going to be in Capricorn until November 16, 17, I believe. There's going to be like a final touch, final cleanup in the area of how we govern the world, how we what are the rules and regulations are we going to obey? Because in Aquarius, it's all about humanity. It's about community. It's about human rights. It's about people's rights. So many things are going to change it that way in the next 20 years. So this is like the last cleanup in the old way that we were doing things. I really do believe that with Pluto and Aquarius in the next 20 years, we're going to change a lot. The way we see the world, the way the way the world is run at this moment. So yeah, so this is going to be a huge thing. Second thing, we have Neptune retrograde, and Neptune is still in Pisces, but it's retrograding now on the last degree, the energetic degree. So the last degree of the zodiac is the 29th degree. It's very powerful because it's kind of it has all the energy and the power of making these breakthroughs of that sign. So Neptune in Pisces, where is it home? A lot of people, there was a lot of change in a spiritual world, in esoteric world, in imagination and fantasy. So going retrograde back, he's also making the last redos, last revisions of what our vision and dreams of the future can be. Connection with the divinity, whatever it is for you. So it's interesting because when we're going to have Pluto 29 degrees of Capricorn retrograding for the next couple of months, we're going to have Neptune 29 degrees of Pisces. Uranus is around 27, but it's also very close. So they're all at the end of the signs, and they're all in a so-called feminine sides, which are water and earth, Pisces and Taurus and Capricorn. The energies are definitely going to switch in the next couple of years when all these planets are going to go to Aries and Gemini and Aquarius. It's going to be a lot of more assertive energy. This is still very receptive. This is still us not taking action as we want to. So 2026, 2027, 2025, the next 3 years are going to be very life-changing for all of us as humans on this earth. So Neptune is going to be retrograde until December 7th. And Pluto is going to be retrograde until October 11th. Saturn, I want to mention Saturn. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces. He is going to go direct on November 15th. As we know, Saturn in Pisces has been in Pisces for now a year and a half. He's like all halfway through, dissolving of boundaries, dissolving structures, also new rules and regulations about our spiritual world are also in place. So there is a lot of global, mundane, community level changes that are going through revision before the big change comes up in the next 3 years. That's just in general. I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about September, but those are the major things happening at the beginning of the month. Also, tomorrow we have a new moon in Virgo. So this is once in a year. We have a new moon in Virgo. And this one will happen, just a second, okay, so at 11 degrees and 4 minutes of Virgo. So everybody who has any placements between 8 to 14, 15 degrees of mutable sign of Earth signs, Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns, they're going to be more affected by this new moon. Actually, it's a beautiful new moon. Virgo is all about our health, our daily habits, our routines, and how we organize our daily lives. From what is the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up? What is the last thing you do before you go to sleep? So it's all about that. It's about our hygiene as well. And it's opposing Saturn. So Saturn can bring us some structure and focus and self-discipline. So I really feel that this new moon can help us bring some structures in our daily lives, in our diets. It's about Virgo is about our digestive system. So what do we put in our bodies? What do we eat? It's a great opportunity to start new habits, new diets, new daily routines. Like, for example, I'm going to start doing yoga just because it's about stretching the muscles. This is what mutable signs actually prefer, is like stretching or something like that, not heavy exercise. So I'm Virgo rising, and I really, with this new moon happening in my first house in the whole sign system, it's going to help me redefine. I want to implement a new daily routine that has something to do with my body, because the first house is a house of your body. So I would highly suggest that you. It's also very good to remove some of the old habits that you have, or maybe you don't want to. Maybe you want to quit something that is not good for you, or at least cut down sugars or unhealthy fats, or alcohol, or whatever it is for you. Overall, this new moon, so it's ruled by Mercury, because Mercury rules Virgo, and Mercury is direct now. So there is a good push going to go forward, although the Mercury is going to be in its shadow until September 11th. So the topics of this Mercury retrograde that happened in August might still be active until September 11th, when you're going to get to some final conclusion. But it's still in Leo. So Mercury is still in Leo during this full moon. So Leo is all about shining, doing things from our heart, being generous, being creative. So use your creativity to implement new habits, daily habits. Use your creativity. Where's your heart? What did you want to do when you were a child? Something maybe that it's in your heart for a long time. Where's your passion? Leo is about passion as well. So I highly encourage you to do that. Although it's going to square Jupiter. What that means is that you need to have realistic expectations of this change, because Jupiter can enlarge everything. So you might go over the top, you overdo it, and then you're going to give up. So use Jupiter's optimism and feeling that you can accomplish a lot, but if you use Saturn to do it in a disciplined and structured way. So that would be my suggestion for this new moon. As I said, all the earth signs are going to benefit from this. What else is happening? Uranus. Overall, I don't want to touch too much on this new moon. This is happening on September 2nd, 9:55 p.m. Eastern Time. We are moving on with September 3rd, Mars and is going to square Neptune. So with this placement, it can be a hard placement, because we can lie to ourselves, or we can feel that we are not reliable. It's like Neptune is going to dissolve our actions and drive and willpower. So we're going to feel maybe, that we can't do it, or because Mars is in Gemini, watch out also for this dishonesty. It can happen as well. It's mutable. It's a mutable square. So lots of things that you hear might not be true, or the truth might change, or there might be some situation that you don't know. You don't have the whole information to make decisions. So I would avoid making any important decisions or doing any actions on the 3rd. The same day, Venus is going to oppose the North Node. So the topics again regarding our relationships, and there's going to be a feeling, because Venus is going to be on the South Node, which she's ruling. So some things from the past might come up, especially regarding our relationships, or some money issues that we are having. So things from the past might come up, or we need to deal with them and we don't want to. So just pay attention. The 3rd of September, I would stay low. I wouldn't make any important decisions. I would just maybe be a little bit more cautious, because we have a new moon the day before. We're going to be prompt to actions and set intentions. But don't start so soon. Give it a few days to settle in your mind. On September 7th, Mercury is going to square Uranus, and this is going to be for the 3rd time. So Mercury and Uranus already met each other twice, because Mercury went retrograde. So this is now the 3rd time. With last time that Mercury and Uranus square happened, we had that Microsoft breakdowns, and a bunch of computers, nothing was working. Airlines were delayed. Flights were delayed. There was a lot of situations happening. So to this day, make sure you have everything backed up, your information. Oh, hello, misbehaving. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. I finally got away to do this live today. Thank you so much for joining. It's always nice to see you. So as I mentioned, so September 7th, we're going to have a repetition of July 21st when this major thing happened with Microsoft. So we can hear some shocking news as well, something unexpected, something extraordinary. So that's September 7th. And the next day, on September 8th, Sun is going to oppose Saturn. This is, although it can be very hard on ourselves, we can, feel that we don't have a support, or maybe we might feel that we are all alone doing things. But if you really look yourself in the mirror and do the work without complaining, you can be very successful with this aspect. I forgot to mention that on September 4th, Mars is moving into Cancer. Misbehaving says, hoping to deliver a painting to my old colleague on Tuesday. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. You can do it. You can do the stuff like that. Just don't make any huge decisions. You can talk to your old college. Okay. Because Mars is squaring Neptune. Neptune is about arts, so that might not be a bad idea. It's a resolution. Maybe there you're going to need to do some kind of compromise, or maybe you need to find make sure that you have all the information. That would be my suggestion. Okay. So Mars is going to go into Cancer on September 4th. He's going to stay in Cancer until February next year. Usually Mars is in a sign for around about 6 weeks. But this time he's going to go retrograde at 6 degrees Leo, and he's going to go back to Cancer, where he's going to stay until end of February. Mars doesn't particularly like to be in Cancer because it is a very emotional sign. It's at its fall here, but what I like about Mars in Cancer is it's fighting for your family. It's protecting. It's, I'm going to protect to the minute I die, my family, my homeland, my home, what I found emotionally important. So we can use, this Mars to fight for our family in that sense, whatever that is for you. I know it's going to be a tough period for all the people, especially Cancer suns, risings, and moons, because Mars, when it's touching one of your personal planets or positions in a horoscope, it can really give you a sense of irritation and agitation and irritability. So finding the way to use your drive, to use your energy in a healthy way is highly recommendable. September 8th, also we have Pallas Athena. She's the asteroid of wisdom and strategies and pattern recognition. And so she's going into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about visions and dreams. So I do really feel that Pallas Athena, she's coming back from retrograde motion. Again, in the Sagittarius, she can really help us with our dreams and visions and how to strategize our future. So using this Saturn to build a foundation that will last a long time, with help of Pallas Athena, with our vision and dreams, and putting some strategies. What did we learn from our past experience? What did we learn from our past experience? Applying that knowledge to make future plans is going to be very important. Yes, on the September 9th, we also have Mercury going back to Virgo. So he rules Virgo. He's at home here. Our ability to analyze, to discern which information is good, which is not, how to organize ourselves, how to organize our thoughts and our ideas. It's going to be highlighted again. I'm really happy about it. Mercury is then going to sextile this Mars. So we're going to have some willpower and action on the 11th, September 11th. I do feel that the energies after September 7th and 8th are going to be much, but even before, it's a positive thing. We're going to have to work hard, but we're going to have results if we use this energy well. I don't feel any major disruption in that sense. Okay. So we're going to have September 12th, we're going to have Sun squaring Jupiter. So just be kind of mindful of how much you eat that day, or about your confidence might be shaken up a little bit. Maybe your thoughts, because this is Virgo and Gemini, and it's ruled by this Mercury in Virgo. It can be maybe overthinking, it can be overanalyzing, it can be being overly critical of ourselves. So have that in mind. Misbehaving. I think it should be interesting with my Libra rising. Absolutely, yes. So you have this all in the 12th house. It's I'm going to talk about it later, but for Libra risings, with this happening in their 12th house, it's always a good time to spend some time alone and redo and revise just by yourself what is happening in your life without the influence of others, especially because Libra risings, they always need somebody else to reflect their ideas on. But this time, maybe you should just rely on yourself. What else is happening? September 15, we have Venus trine Jupiter. I love this. This is very good for your finances. Very good day for finances and relationships in general. I will be, talking more about this on my daily tips. So make sure that you follow my daily tips as well. Mars squaring the nodes on the 15th of September. This can bring some fated situations in our lives that we might need to act on it. September 18th, we have Mercury opposing Saturn. We might feel a little bit agitated, not be able to express ourselves, or feel that we are not heard, or some authority pressuring and putting our thoughts, like people not listening to us or feeling that we are not heard. But again, if we use Saturn in a good way, this can give us some structure to to structure our ideas and the way we communicate with others. Hi, Damien. Nice to see you again. Sorry, guys. I wanted to post to schedule this and put when I'm going to be on, but my computer broke, and then this. Anyway, lots of things happened. I couldn't, but I'm happy to see you here, every one of you. Okay, so on September 19th, we have Sun trining Uranus, and the day after, the Sun is going to oppose Neptune. These are really breakthrough situations about our vision. Thank you, Damien. It's nice to see you. Thank you. This is like giving us a power to do a better future, to do something innovative, something different, something new. Opposing Neptune, it can have like a flavor of imagination in it. So use your imagination to do innovative new things. That's going to happen just before Sun goes into Libra on the 22nd of September. When the Sun goes into Libra, it's going to trine Pluto right away. This is definitely giving us a deeper insight into the world around us, understanding how the world works. It's really empowering aspect, and it's going to give us insights of how to transform our futures for the better. I highly recommend. I really love this change of the seasons on the 22nd of September. One of the better days. On the same day, Venus is going to move into Scorpio, and although she doesn't like to be in Scorpio, she can give us some deep, intimate approach into our relationships, and also it's very good with investments and money, especially other people's money or money that we have within banks or. If you are investing with the companies who run a brokerage or mortgage dealers or whatever, they can, we might use this situation very well. She's going to square Pluto right away. So an opportunity to communicate and transform our relationships and reform them, new ones and the old ones. So there's like a break, like there's a lot of new beginning energy happening in the last third of this month on all the levels, on the new exciting levels, on the deep inside kind of levels. So I do feel that the this whole month is giving us really hope and optimism for a better future with the hard work, and this insight that we're going to have with Pluto helping us, and Uranus in a way. Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. On the 25th, yeah, so the 25th and 26th, we have Mercury opposing Neptune now and trining Pluto. Lovely aspects with Pluto after Pluto goes back into Capricorn. Great for research, great for deep psychological understanding of ourselves, others, and the world around us. And what is this future? How are we going to transform? How are we going to make new communities? How are humans going to change and transform to live better amongst each other? How are we going to stop, because the world, the way it's run today and the way it's governed, it's not working, obviously, right? So it is a big change. This is how I started this talk. The big changes are coming, and this month is I feel is going to give us insights of what may become of this world in the next 3 years, what is happening. And I think on a personal level, we will all get some inner strength to make necessary changes for ourselves as individuals. Also on the 26th, Mercury is going to move into Libra. So when Mercury goes into Libra, negotiation, it's a time to negotiate, time to find compromise, time to find balance and harmony within our communications, trying to balance our ideas. If you have projects going on, yes and no, pros and cons, this is the time to do that. To dismiss something that it's not longer used, and to focus our energies, because with this Pluto also helping us digging deep and researching, I think we're going to be able to do more than we feel now. So September is going to be really, really a month of big changes coming our way. What else is happening? So end of the month. So I like this on the 29th and 30th. So the last 2 days of the month, we're going to have beautiful energy with Mars trining Saturn, and Mercury is going to be Kazimi with the Sun. The power of our words, the power of our actions are going to be impacted for a long time. Everything that we were doing in September, making solid foundations for our future, the last 2 days are going to be so much that the energy is going to be flowing. So it's going to really be a seed for a better future with us. Mars and Saturn in a good aspect. It's focus, it's discipline, it's using it's not scattered energy. It's like focused energy. It's like, how when archers are pulling in a target, they have to find this bullseye. That's kind of energy. This is, you're going to be able to pinpoint, and penetrate in the right spot, because Pluto is going to help us research and find the way to do it. I mean, it's beautiful. Mercury, Sun, Kazim. It's also showing us how our communications, and we're going to be confident about the way we communicate, to express ourselves. It's in Libra, so it's connected also with our relationships and with our money and with our budgets. How to monetize our ideas, how to find a way to be happy in our relationships, what compromises we need to do. It's going to be all in a very favorable aspect. And for the end, I forgot to mention important part, but I left it on purpose for the end. On September 17th, we're going to have a partial lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Pisces. This is the first eclipse in Pisces Virgo axis. It's about sacrificing. It's about Pisces is an energy of letting go, of connecting with something divine, something that it's not tangible in this world. It's also about helping, being kind and empathetic, and helping those in need that they cannot help themselves. This partial eclipse is, let me see, I don't think it's not that bad. The only thing it's happening, it's, I think, connecting with Neptune. Let me just go, where is it? Yes, so moon is going to be conjunct Neptune, so there's going to be a sense of confusion or delusion, in a sense, in a way, but we can change that into vision and dream. So as I mentioned, this whole month is about putting structures to build our new home, new dreams and visions. And this eclipse is going to help us with that. Okay, if you use it in a positive way, because there's a beautiful formation in the sky happening with this eclipse. So we have moon opposing the sun. Moon is with Neptune, and moon is going to sextile Jupiter and sextile Pluto, and they're going to form an aspect shape called kite. It's a very favorable aspect because we have a grand trine in Earth, which is helping us to ground, to set foundations with this apex, with this Neptune and moon together. How are we going to find security and feeling safe within our dreams and visions? Yeah, this is mid-month, and I think it describes how this month is going to happen. This eclipse especially is going to be impacting all those with something between 21 degrees and 28, 29 degrees of Pisces. Also Scorpio and Cancer. So everybody who has this water placements between the last degrees are going to be more impacted with this eclipse. I hope I'm going to have time to do more of these videos in more detail, but overall, this is what is happening in the month of September. Okay, let me now try to share my screen and do this for all 12 rising signs. I really do hope that this is going to work. I usually work with 2 screens, but my computer screen died. So let's see how this goes. Yes. Okay. So I hope you see this. I don't know. I can't check. Do you? Okay. Yes, I can check. Oh yeah. Perfect. Okay. I will have to monitor a chat a little bit like this. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. Let's see for Aries risings. So we have Virgo. We have Sun in Virgo. I'm going to put also the new moon that is happening tomorrow. Just quickly, Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is currently in Gemini. We also have, what do we have? Uranus. Okay, Pluto. Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, but going in Capricorn now. We have Neptune in Pisces retrograde. We have Saturn retrograde here. We have Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So we have all these retrograde planets. Mars is direct here. We have Jupiter also in Gemini. Mercury and Venus. So Mercury is in Leo, half of the month, and Venus is in Libra. So this is in general what is happening in the sky. I'm going to focus just on 2 things here. So Aries are ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Gemini. As I mentioned, Mars is going to have a heavy aspect with Neptune. So I would specifically tell Aries to, beginning of the month, watch for deception in a way of what are they being told, because Mars is in the 3rd house of communication. So watch for dishonesty or take everything with a grain of salt, what you hear. The new moon is going to happen in your 6th house of health and daily habits. So for you, it's especially important that you incorporate some new diet or some new daily habits that can help you with your health and everyday life. I highly recommend it. Mars is also ruling your 8th house of other people's money. So make sure with this square to Neptune that your investments are safe. I would avoid investing or taking any advice at that time. It might backfire at you. Uranus is going to go retrograde in your 2nd house. Now it's going to revise some of the topics of your income and how you deal with money in general in your value system. What else is happening for your month? So during the month, it's important. So which aspects did I mention that are Mars related? So for you, I'm going to highlight these days. So September 3rd, when Mars is creating Neptune, is going to be very important. Then Mars is moving, when Mars goes into Cancer on the 4th of September, there's going to be some things happening around your home and family, your parents, or even just maybe it's time to renovate a home or you want to buy a home. I would still be careful because Uranus is still in your 2nd house not to overdo it. Maybe you're going to have some unexpected expenses regarding your home as well. Mars is also going to square the North Node on the 15th of September. I would pay close attention to that. There might be some destined situation happening. And then Mars trining Saturn on the 30th of September. It's going to be beautiful. Hard work is going to pay off. If you use the structure and discipline around your work, your home and family. It's also related to your work because Pluto is going back to your work house. So work and family life. If you do something that can bring you a new solid foundation for the future, it may be a great opportunity to do that. Okay, I'm not gonna talk more about it, but I think this is in general for Taurus, for Aries risings. Okay, so Taurus risings. I'm using rising, but it's also good for sun or moon signs as well. If you have any, in that sense, it's going to be very important for you. So Taurus, first, I want to say Uranus is going back in your 1st house. So maybe you might want to revise any of the changes to your physical body that you want to do. Maybe you think twice, do you really want to color your hair purple? I'm kidding, but in a sense, how you appear throughout, how you want to appear in the world. Some of those changes are coming under revision in the next couple of months. The new moon is happening in your 5th house of creativity. If you want to have a child, this is a good day to think about starting a family or conceiving a child. Any of your creative projects can be done at this point. It's also maybe it's a house of sports as well. So if you want to start doing some new sport, this is a good opportunity. What else is about this? It's about romance and fun and entertainment. So anything that brings you joy in your life, kids or anything else, this is a good opportunity to start something new. Because it's a lovely new moon because it's opposing Saturn. Laying down a good foundation for this new moon can bring a lot of success later. Next, what I want to talk about, Mars is going to start going through your 3rd house of communication. So there's going to be lots of action in that area. You might start new conversations with your neighbors or siblings or just in your local community. Maybe you want to start writing again, or if you are that kind of person that writes, starting a blog, doing something that can spread your word. There's going to be a lot of action in that house as well during the month. I want to highlight something, and that is Venus. Venus is the ruler of your chart, and Venus is always very important to follow what is Venus doing each month for you. So Venus is going to still be in Libra. I said until the 22nd of September. So most of the month, 2/3 of the month is going to be in Libra, in your 6th house, bringing you some changes in your everyday life, in your work community, some highlighted topics within maybe with relationship with your peers at work. So what is happening there? Or, this can bring, you want to beautify, or you want to beautify your routines. Maybe you want to implement something beautiful in your everyday life as well. That's absolutely possible. So what is Venus doing during the month? As I mentioned, on the 3rd of September, it's going to be on the south node. So the nodes, it's going to be right here on the south node. So things from the past might come up. Maybe some past health issues might rise again, or some past people that you worked with, or something related to work, some past issues from the work. So just pay attention on September 3rd. Also, Venus is going to trine Jupiter on September 15th. That's a very good time for you to make money. Venus and Jupiter, and it's in your 2nd and 6th house. It's maybe you want to raise your income. There's a possibility to increase your income, or to increase your budgets and money in, or assets or whatever from work. I think it's going to be very favorable for you, even for your health. Then with Venus, we're going to have a Venus squaring Pluto. So when Venus is going to square Pluto, there might be some situation, when some power struggles, but also an opportunity to communicate and resolve any power struggle issues within your existing and relationships, and maybe some new relationships will come up. So think about that dynamic, who is in charge in a relationship. That's also, and then she's going to move into Scorpio on the 22nd of September, putting highlight on your relationship, one-on-one relationships as well. So in the last 10 days of the month, there may be some issues with your partners are coming up, or some situations that you're not aware of will come up as well, because it's in Scorpio. Or you just might get very connected and intimate with your partner again. Yeah. Okay. Do I see any chats? No. Okay. So let's see. It's Gemini rising now. And what is happening with Gemini? Uranus is here. Okay. So for Gemini risings, let's first talk about the new moon. The new moon is happening in your house of home, in the area of life regarding your home situation, your family, your parents, your ancestry, your roots, where you're coming from. So there might be some situations here. Maybe you want to really start doing some renovations in your home, like existing home, putting a good structure here, or this is about making some changes in your home that with a lot of discipline, and even just putting some roots in it. So what is that you want to change from the bottom of things? What is the root of the issue? Maybe what else can happen here? It could be something related with your parents as well. Maybe there's going to be something new happening in their lives. But overall, it's a good thing that maybe you want to renovate. I would ask, because this is in Virgo, maybe it's a good time to declutter your home, or if you want to do some structural changes in your home, start making plans on that as well. Very important. The ruler of you, Gemini, is Mercury. So Mercury is finally direct. You can kind of take a deep breath and start moving again. It's going to be in Leo until September 9th, right? And it's going to go to Virgo here. So it's going to all this Mercury retrograde was happening in your third house, how you express yourself. Maybe you had to revise some of your communication skills, how you talk to others. Maybe siblings issues came up, maybe neighbors, maybe something from local community. Now it's going to move on into your section of your home. So it's going to give you some clarity, some ideas. So I like this because this new moon can, as I mentioned, can talk about restructuring your home. And when Mercury comes in your fourth house, it can give you lots of new ideas, lots of new capability to analyze and to do with discernment how you want to move forward, where do you want to live, how you want to live, how do you want your house to look like, how do you want your family to be, okay, how you envision that your home, ideal home, looks like, and what is the vision of your home and your family. Okay, that's very important. Also, Mercury is ruling your fourth house, and it's ruling your first house as well. So there's an axis about who are you in the family, how do you see yourself there. You maybe be overly critical. It can be, overly critical sometimes about yourselves and your family. And critical dates for you are September 7th, when Mercury is going to square Uranus. So you might hear some shocking news or something about you or even your family that might shock you, or your family members may get something new. It can also be a breakthrough situation. Maybe some great idea will come up to change your lives for better. Mercury is going to sextile Mars on September 11th. So it's very important that you take some actions on what you envisioned during the new moon. We have Mercury opposing Saturn on the September 18th. As I mentioned, it's about, it can be dry in a sense because it doesn't, sometimes we're going to feel restricted or not confident enough in our ideas, but it's going to give us the opportunity to focus, because as we know, Mercury is very scattered, and Gemini rising, your ideas, and you can think a lot, and you can get scattered. So you're going to get this focus on September 18th to actually do something for yourself. Mercury squaring Jupiter, so it can be over the top on the September 21st, feeling that you can accomplish a lot. So try to stay grounded, try to have realistic expectations on September 21st. September 24th, trining Uranus, breakthrough, new ideas, innovative, beautiful energy to start new projects. Just watch out, the next day it's going to oppose Neptune, but you can incorporate the vision, the dream, your imagination into something new that you want to create in this world. September 26th, Mercury trining Pluto, absolutely great energy, as I already mentioned, digging deep, research, empowered, feeling empowered in yourself, understanding the world and yourself better, and people around it. Fated events may happen on September 29th when Mercury is opposing the North Node. It's going to be with the South Node, and at the end we're going to finish with Mercury and Sun here in Libra together on September 30th, giving you opportunity to start a new cycle in your fifth house. Is it something with your kid? Is it about your new project, about your creative projects? Something that it's coming, something that you're passionate about. So this whole month is about breakthrough of your ideas and starting new creative projects. I love this for you, Gemini risings. Okay, no questions. Okay, let's go later. Just need to have a sip of water. Okay, Cancer risings. So as I mentioned before, okay, let's see. New moon is going to be here. Mars is entering your first house. So you might have more willpower, more drive, you're going to feel more assertive to do things. Physical activity, exercising, is going to be more prominent. It's going to last until February next year. Just make sure you don't get overly aggressive or irritated or frustrated, in a sense, if things don't go your way. Since a moon is the ruler of your chart, every new moon is important. I on purpose I'm not mentioning eclipse because I'm going to do a separate video just on the eclipses for each rising sign. That's why I didn't do it now. Okay, but this new moon is happening in your third house of communication and ideas, and it's Gemini is also about sales. It's about contracts. It's about how we connect and network with others. What is our part in our local community? What is our part with our siblings? How we are with our neighbors? So anything, starting anything new in that sense will really, really benefit you long term. Moon, I'm not going to go through everything because moon is changing signs every 2-3 days. So as you are all aware of, when you have a Cancer rising, your mood can change. That's why they say the Cancerians are very moody, because every time a moon changes a sign, they also change the way they feel. The environment is very important to them. They really get in tuned with the changes of the moon, when how the moon goes around the earth and all these cycles. So for Cancer risings, just pay attention on the eclipse that's going to happen. That's going to be important on the 17th of September. This is going to happen in your house, the 9th house. It's going to be in Pisces. So things about travel, about higher education, about your belief system, might be some changes might occur in that sense. So that's going to be an important date for you. So 2nd of September is going to be important. 17th of September are going to be important. And of course, for Cancer's rising, it's very important that they are kind of aware of when the moon changes side, what is the phase of the moon. So during the month of September, I'm just going to mention we have a new moon on the 2nd of September. That's important. We have crescent moon on the 7th of September. That pay attention to that. 11th of September, it's a first quarter moon. Then we're going to have on the 14th of September, and then the full moon eclipse on the 17th, on the 21st of September, third quarter on the 24th of September, 28th of September is the last day. So I would pay attention to all of those dates. 2nd, 7th, 11th, 14th, 17th, 21st, 24th, and 28th for any major decision making in your life. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say about Cancer risings. Damien is Gemini. Yes, I remember. Excellent. I love it. Cool. Okay, so let's see. What about Leo risings? If you have any questions, please let me know, even in the comments below. In general, I always reply to all my questions. Okay. Leo rising. So the new moon is happening in your 2nd house of money. Where is your income coming from? Do you want to change source of incomes? Do you want to have more sources of income? What are your skills and talents? How can you use your skills and talents to make money? What are your assets? Do you want to buy something? What are your possessions that you have? Do you want to buy a new asset, have a new possession? This is all the topics that can help you. Remember, Saturn is on the other side. With a good structure, with a discipline, hard work, you can get more money. You can get money from other people. You can have more assets. Where do you want to invest your money? How you want to invest it? All the good questions for you, Leo risings, especially for Sun is ruling you. So Sun is part of this new moon. So as always, new moons and full moons are, you're also following the cycle of lunations, because it's very impacting you as well. This is also connected with you personally. Okay, so who are you in this world? How you recognize? Are you leading? Are you a leader in your field? Are you an example? Are people following you? I know it's going to be hard a little bit because when Mars goes into Cancer, uh, the 12th house is a hidden house. It's a house of not tangible things. So it's very good for imagination. It's very good also, if you want to start some kind of a therapy or help yourself understand on a deeper level. As I mentioned, this whole month, Mars, Pluto is having such a great aspects for us to dig deep and research. If you want to start a therapy to understand yourself better, this is a very good opportunity for you, Leo risings, and Leos in general. So important dates for you are when Sun is making an important aspect. So September 8th, opposition to Saturn, as I mentioned, disciplined hard work will pay off. Think about how can you use Saturnian energy to be successful. Do not complain. Do not ask for, because I know you always ask for support. You always need attention. You need somebody to support. You need to, you can do it by yourselves. You are the leaders. September 8th is a great day to start something important. September 12th, Sun is going to square Jupiter. Watch out for being overly confident. Put your ego into check. It's going to be tested for sure on September 12th. So make sure it's under control, and use that confidence in a positive way. Okay. On September 19th, it's going to be, I think, the best day for you, Leo risings of the month, because it's going to trine Uranus. This is a breakthrough. This is starting something new, starting something different. This is a look at your future. This is how your future is going to like. What is the new future for yourself? How you envision? It's like a awakening moment. Who am I? What am I doing here? What is my purpose in life? Where am I going from here? Using your knowledge to make something new. Next day, Sun is going to oppose Neptune, so be aware of being overly disillusioned or having this idealistic point of view of the world. You need to stay grounded. Use the Saturn to ground yourself, because we're going to have moments in this month where we're going to go overboard and just thinking, oh, everything is possible. It is within our reality. Okay, it is possible within our reality. We still cannot live on Mars, although there's possibilities. You know what I'm trying to say? So use our imagination to manifest, to do something tangible in the world. Another great day for Leo risings is September 22nd, when Sun is going to trine Pluto. As I said, this is a time of empowerment, of understanding yourselves and others in the world better. One of the best days. So there's September 19th and September 22nd, two best days for your Leo risings. Use them the best possible way. On the September 29th, you're going to have a Sun opposing the North Node. Some fated events might happen for you. Maybe this is like a little sneak peek of what your path is, what is your purpose in life. So all this, what you did during the month, I think on the 29th, is going to open your eyes. Also, we're going to have, as I mentioned, Mercury and Sun together on the 30th of September. It's going to be in your third house of communication, ideas. This is definitely, and the 29th and 30th are time to shine, to put yourself out there, to promote yourself, and just communicate, network. It's a really, really good month for you. Really, really good. See any questions? Oh, hi, Jonathan. I'm good. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you. I'm really good. Okay. So let's go and see what is happening with Virgo rising. So Virgo, okay. Trying to move all this around so you have a general idea of what's happening. Okay. So Virgo risings, this is once in a year new moon for you coming up tomorrow. It's about you. It's about envisioning your new self. How can you change how you appear to others? What is that? What is this new habit that you want to implement in your life? What is this new vision of yourself? Okay, so think about that. It's very good. It's positive. Whatever you really want to accomplish, it's about you and how you present yourself out there, how people see you, how you want to change who you are, how you look, how you appear, from your physical look to your self-confidence. It's about both, about self-confidence and your physical looks. If you want to make some changes, this is the time to do it. It's going to be very good for you. Also, Mercury is ruling you. So we have Mercury in Leo until the 9th. Then after that, when Mercury goes into your first house, it's going to be very nice because it's going to be in your first house for the whole month until it moves into Libra on the 26th. So it's going to give you also, it's your ruler of your chart. It's going to give you the confidence to communicate, to showcase yourself, to present yourself in the best way. You still have Jupiter in the 10th house of career. So there's like a great sense of shining and being out there. Even over the top, because Virgo risings, you can be very shy. This is not the time to be shy. Mars is gonna start being in your 11th house, so there's lots of possibilities to network, connect, make new friends, be on social media. It can also bring you some discussion and arguments with the same people. I mean, friends, and you might find yourself maybe arguing or social media or stuff like that. But use this for constructive communication instead of destructive. Okay. This is also axis, your new moon. It's about your partner as well. So relying on your partner to shine, because Saturn is on the other side. A partner can be not a factor of restriction, but a factor of support. Think about Saturn as support, as foundation. How can the two of you? How can you make something together better? Long term, bring something new here. I really love that. Also, so as I mentioned, the dates that are important for you are September 7th, when Mercury is going to square Uranus. So breakthrough of new ideas. This is about 9th house and 1st house. It's going to be here. So this might really bring you some things around your belief system. What do you believe in? Maybe you want to change something. Maybe the way your belief system is created is going to be shaken up, and you might do some revision in that part. Then you're going to have sextile between Mercury and Mars. This is a great day to network on September 11th and connect with others. Also, on September 18th, we're going to have Mercury opposing Saturn. I do feel that it's a good day to take your partner, business partners and personal partnership into a new level and start new foundations for the future. On September 21st, when Mercury and Jupiter are going to square, you might also feel over the top confident. It can bring you some things in your workplace and in your career, in your image departments. So just be discernment. Use your discernment on the 21st. 24th, 25th, 26th, trining Uranus, opposing Neptune, trining Pluto. This is your time. This is definitely time. Everything that you did during the month, this is a time that is a time of transformation, time of awakening, time of envisioning yourself in a different way. How are you gonna go forward? Beautiful energy. You can use your visions and dreams, your imagination, your spirituality, and transform in a new way, innovative way, your life. 29th of September, Mercury is going to oppose North Node, some fated events might occur. And then on the 30th, you're going to have Mercury, Sun connect together in your second house of money. It's also about Mercury is about contracts and sales. So if you want to sell something of your property, or if you have a new contract you want to sign, or there's some other new ways of making money, end of the month is absolutely perfect opportunity for that. This is your month, Virgos, Virgo risings. This is the time for you to shine. Lots of things is happening in your first house and in your second house of money and property and your skills and talents. Use them. Don't be. It's not a time to wanting to perfect everything or criticize. It's time to act. It's time to get some confidence and actually start doing things. You are good enough. You're never going to be, my teacher Steve Jobs says, you're never going to be 100% perfect, because then you would have wings on your back, but always improving, always giving, doing better and better can really bring you success. And this would be my advice for this month for you, Virgo risings. Okay. What else is happening? Okay, so Virgo risings. Let's see. No, Virgo, Libra. Finally, we are here. So let's see what is happening here. Okay. So Libra risings. Just take a sip of water. This new moon is happening in your 12th house. 12th house is a house of mystery to me. It's a house of, we don't know things. This is imagination. It's something untangible. It's not something that we can manifest. But it's also very deep house, profound. It's our subconscious. It's what is inside of us. So leaning on our intuition, leaning on our dreams. Like this is even starting a dream journal. Spending some time on your own. Like when these things happen in the 12th house, it's very important that we do things on our own, because it's connecting with our inner voice. What is your gut telling you? What is your instinct? What is your intuition telling you? This new moon is all about that. Mars is going to be in your 10th house. So going to be some actions in your work, in your career. I would suggest, if you want to rebrand yourself, or if you want to do something regarding your public image and how you market and promote yourself, this is the great opportunity to start. What else? So I'm going to go back to the new moon and Saturn here in your 6th house. It's also about health access. This is mental and physical health in the daily routines. It's also very good to change some daily routines to help you support your health, your mental health and your physical health. So I hope you find something in that sense that can help you do that. Your ruler is Venus. So Venus is going to be in Virgo until... Oh, no, she's in Libra. Sorry, she came into your 1st house. So when she's in her 1st house, it's giving you more confidence, just because it's ruling you into your 1st house. If you want to do any physical changes, it's about giving you confidence within your partnerships. Maybe time to say, to stand up for yourself. This is a good opportunity to stand up for yourself, definitely with being, or negotiate, or finding the way. I think you're going to find a way through harmonized and peaceful negotiations to actually succeed and to get things that you want. Venus is going to then be with the South Node on the 3rd of September. So that's going to be, bringing some issues from the past, right? Libra is also ruling your house of other people's money here, and investment. So there might be some things regarding money, investments, banks, institutions, insurance that come up from the past, something that wasn't resolved before. Also, important day would be 15th of September, when Venus is going to trine Jupiter. As I mentioned, it's very good. It's going to bring you not only confidence, but it's going to bring you some luck. Okay, some luck. So think about using 15th of September to do, even to take chances. Don't take risks, but take chances on the 15th of September. Then next important date is going to be September 22nd, when Venus is going to square Pluto. This is going to be your family dynamics with you. So what is happening there? Are there any issues with your home? So who is living with you, your home situations, things might change on the 22nd that you weren't aware of before. Yeah. And then on the 22nd of September also, Venus is going to go after the square with Pluto, it's going to go into Scorpio. So this is going to be very good for making money, for finding the way to maybe have another source of income. Yes, end of the month. So overall, I do feel that this month will bring you some, because it's going to bring you some changes, but then focus maybe on your health and everyday stuff, rather than wanting to control things that are of your control, that are out of your circumstance. Like some of the circumstances that you are living in now are out of your control. So try to make the best of it by taking care of yourself and thinking about yourself first. Okay, self-care, that would be my suggestion. Oh, profound. Oh, thank you, misbehaving. Oh, surgery on the 17th. Oh my God, surgery. It's gonna be eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse, full moon. If you can postpone that surgery, I would highly suggest it, because it's eclipse and it's a full moon. So no surgeries during the full moons. If you ask me, I would postpone it if it's possible. And anyhow, okay, we have Scorpio risings. Okay, let's see what is happening for you, Scorpios. Okay, what is happening here? Okay, first of all, the new moon is happening in your 11th house, 11th. Yeah, so making new connections, making new friends, maybe joining some new groups or organizations that you are a fan of, that you're fond of, finding your tribe. This is also a house about hopes and wishes for the future. So what is your wish and hope for the future? How do you see yourself during your retirement? Who are the people that are going to be around you? So think about that. I do feel that, with Saturn opposing this, if you want to start and connect and join some organization, maybe volunteer or do something, it might bring you lots of success later. The ruler of you traditionally is Mars, and he is going to be in your 9th house. So going to be a lot of changes, a lot of shaking ups with what you believe in. Maybe it's going to be some situation, like if you want to travel, expand the world, this might happen, because you really are going to have this passion and drive to maybe travel more, or to take that course you never took, or to expand your mind, or stuff like that. So I think that might be possible as well. Until February, you might, or just rethinking what is your belief system. What else? So Mars is ruling also your house of work and health. So as I mentioned, this can be also a new kind of way, because this Mars is gonna trine your ascendant at some point. It's gonna give you more confidence, more drive, more willpower, even to change your daily life. So that could be very positive, very, very positive for you. So Mars is ruling you. So let's see. So first thing that you have to pay attention is on the September 3rd, when Mars is squaring Neptune in your. This is going to be just on the here. Gemini here. It's going to be here and here. So it's going to come from the 8th house to the 5th house. So some things, if you have kids, so maybe something with your kids is going to happen that it's not clear, some confusion, or some confusion about where you're heading with your projects. So there might be some situation. Just pay attention. Don't make any drastic decisions on the September 3rd, because it's not going to be clear, or it's going to be lots of confusion. September 11th, Mercury is going to sextile Mars. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you to communicate, express yourselves better. You're going to be seen. You're going to be heard. I love this. And this is coming from, Mercury is already here in Virgo. This is coming from your friendship house. So there will be maybe some communication with foreigners. Maybe you're going to be in touch with somebody from a foreign land. That's going to be beautiful. Maybe opportunity to travel. September 15th, we're going to have Mars square the nodes. So this is also some kind of fated event might happen on the 15th of September. Mars, what is happening? And then at the end, we're going to have Mars trine Saturn on September 30th. As I mentioned, this is a beautiful energy for focused, sharp, focused, self-discipline. So you're gonna have you're gonna be prone to action in a good, organized, structured way, and you're gonna have results as well. Overall, it's not a bad month for you. I really feel that you might really start some new world for you within your community and group, and how you envision your friendships and your groups, even relationship with your kids if you have them, or creative projects in the long term. Yeah, very good. Okay, any questions? Oh, hi, Sparkles of Glow. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm trying to be live. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. Okay, and misbehaving is saying maybe I can't change it, so there's only consultation. Yes. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Yes, I know. So you have been. I would rather you change it to consultation. Yes, please, if you ask me. Well, thank you all guys for coming. I really am happy to be here. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? Next one, Sag risings. Okay, let's see what is happening here. A little bit of water. Woo-hoo. Okay, so Sagittarius risings, this new moon tomorrow is an absolutely great opportunity for you to shine at your workplace. If you want to set intentions, how you envision your career, how is your relationship with your boss, how is this all gonna, what do you want to change in that area, how you want to promote and market yourself. This, with the support of your family, with the support of your family, you can accomplish a lot in your career. This is a great moon for that, Sag risings. Yes. So your ruler is Jupiter. So Jupiter is in your house of partnerships. So every one-on-one partnership is going to bloom. Is it going to be your romantic partnership? Is it going to be your business partnerships? I would even suggest, if you can do business with and partner with somebody, with Jupiter here and the new moon here, now it's time to start doing work on that. Mars is going to be in your 8th house. There will be some activities with taxes, with inheritances, with insurance companies, banks, mortgages, your partner's money. Maybe your partner will going to get some money. Maybe it's something, you're going to get money through your partners. There's lots of activity going in this area this month until February. Remember, because Mars is going to go retrograde here, so there some things that might going to repeat later after New Year's as well. So what is Jupiter doing this month? So Jupiter is doing a lot of nice things. First of all, it's going to square a Sun on September 12th. This might give you, as I mentioned, overly confident feeling. So it's very important that you can achieve a lot. Don't get me wrong. You can really achieve a lot. This is going to give you a boost. but you need to have realistic expectations. You are prone to going beyond, going extra, over the top, being overly optimistic and hopeful. Yes, this is a good month for that, but still you need to have one foot on the ground, and to actually have success, okay? Because otherwise you're going to be disappointed, and we don't want that, right? We don't want you to be disappointed. The day after, on September 15th, we have Venus trining Jupiter. This is the best day for you, Sagittarius, of the month. Note September 15th, money-making aspect. Not just money-making, it's everything. Everything you wished for, you can start doing on the 15th of September. Venus is going to be in your house of friendship. So if you have some alliances with your friends or groups, or this is also about your long-term wishes and hopes for your future, it's time to act on it. It's really beneficial energy for you. Next, you're going to have Mercury square Jupiter on the 21st of September. Mercury coming from Virgo. So this is, some things are going to happen in your career with or in your partner. Like how is your partnership reflecting on your career, and vice versa? What is happening in that area? It can be, on the other hand, it can give you really good confidence about, your ideas and how you communicate. It's also, Mercury is there in that house. If you want to, it's called contracts and selling. So think about that, if you can use that energy to make some progress in that area. So those are the days for you that are very important. I just want to mention quickly that Venus is going to be with the south node here in the beginning of the month. Yes, on the 3rd as well. Some old friendships might come up. Some old friends might come back to your life. So take a note of that. That may be it may be important for you for some reason. Okay. Homework, balance, partnerships. It's a lot of things are happening, but it's overall very good month. Jupiter and Venus are helping you a lot. So use this energy. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Okay, no questions. Capricorn rising. Oh, wow. What is happening with Capricorns? Okay, what is happening here? So Capricorn risings, first of all, we'll talk about the new moon happening tomorrow. It's in your house. It's in your area of life if you want to take a new course, or if you want to do that PhD, if you want to go finish that master's, if you want to find a mentor, find somebody who can help you grow, somebody who can guide you and help you grow in your career, this is the great opportunity to set intentions to. Saturn is on the other side, as I mentioned. Good foundations. If you have a disciplined and strategic plan long term, and you are, because this Saturn is actually ruling you, so whatever Saturn is touching this month, it can benefit you in the long run. It can give you, because you already have this need for not just need, ability to focus, to have self-discipline, to have structure in your life. Okay, and this new moon can actually really, really help you. And the way you communicate, how you're gonna organize this, how you're going to set this, just make a good plan. And you're good at planning as well. So, taking your own governance of yourself as well here. Very good. Mars is going to be in your 7th house during the month. So there might be some agitation or maybe some irritation coming from your partner, or some, actions there. Use this energy well. Don't let anybody pushes your buttons. Yeah, you can use this to go and do some activities with your partner instead of going into fights or irritations, or just try to do some physical activities together. You know what they are. So I'm not going to mention the obvious one, but then you can do some other things as well, and making sure that your partner is happy. That's going to make you, I think if your partner is happy this month, you're going to be happy as well. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, I really think so. Pluto is coming back, so until November 17th in your first house, so that you might feel a little bit, things are still it's wrapping up. So this is the last time it comes for the next 250 years. So it's gonna wrap up some things about who you are, how you see yourself. So use this opportunity to actually transform and rebuild yourself instead of destroying yourself. You are capable of being empowered at this moment, for sure. This is, uh, leaning back into your own powers. This is what this Pluto is telling me. Yeah, so let's see what Saturn is doing during the month. That is important because Saturn is your ruler, and it's in your third house, and it's also ruling your second house of money. So there's going to be a lot of situations, maybe taking that course, that education that you need to gain more money. It's also to get some new skills. Take a course to get new skills to get more money. That would be the thing. First important date for you is September 8th, when Sun is going to oppose Saturn. You might feel a little bit shaken up, like your confidence is not there. As I mentioned, instead of complaining, it is very important that on that day, instead of complaining about I don't have a support, I can't do it, to actually just tell everybody, I don't care, I can do it by myself, I don't need anybody, and put some hard work in, and you will get the results for sure later. Second important date would be September 18th, when Saturn is opposing Mercury, and Mercury goes here. This is also very good to structure your ideas. For example, as I mentioned, this ninth house is going to be activated for you. So if you want to travel, if you want to connect with foreigners, if you want to take that course, if you want to, find a mentor, maybe on the September 18th is the day that you go through your thoughts, go through your mind process, and make some pros and cons, and make a decision. It's gonna be benefit you at the end. Next Saturn, yeah. So and at the end, we're gonna have Saturn trine Mars on September 30th. This is the time for action. This is the time to work on it, and it's gonna be in your seventh and third house. So it's about your partner as well. I think if you do everything right during the month, at the end, your partner, as I said, if your partner is happy, you're going to be happy. And I think on September 30th is going to be a confirmation of that. Do something with your partner, something that's going to be benefit you long term. I think it's good. This is a very good thing for you. Capricorn's risings. I love the end of the month for you, especially. Yeah, very good. Okay, two more. Aquariuses. Let's see what is happening for you. Okay, so first of all, we'll talk about the new moon happening in your 8th house. If you want to apply for a credit line, if you want to take that mortgage, if you feel you can get some money from your partner, or if there are any tax situations, grants, scholarships, refunds from the government, support system from other people, if you have investors, maybe if you have your own business, money from investors, investing in something, what does your portfolio looks like? This is the opportunity to go through your budget. Saturn is in your second house. You make a structured way of going through everything that you possess, through going through your portfolio, looking at in financial terms, going through your balance sheet and see what is it made of. And this can really help you for a long-term good investment, will bring you benefits long-term. With this new moon tomorrow. Mars is going to be in your 6th house of health and work, everyday work. Watch out for your health, just because it can activate some things from the past, or something that you might not comfortable, especially the eclipse happening on September 17th. is ruling this sixth house, and this new moon is also ruling sixth house. So there's a connections with the sixth house, with your health. Maybe thinking about your health, your daily routines, your diets, how you're going to change it, what you want. There's some action. Mars is there. Are you going to change something? Are you going to implement maybe some other approach? Are you going to have some holistic approach? You are Aquarius rising after all, right? Saturn is your traditional ruler, and Uranus is your modern ruler. So, and Uranus went retrograde. So there's a time to revise. It's time to look back. Both of your rulers are retrograding now, thinking, how can I redo things? Everything Uranus is more about reinventing, redoing. This is Saturn is restructuring, redeveloping. So think about it. It's very, very, it's connected with your everyday life, with your work, and with your health. Important dates for you would be, I'm going to use both Saturn and Uranus for you because I think they're both important. So I'm going to have September 7th, Mercury squaring Uranus. It can be very important, like new ideas, breakthrough ideas. It can be some shocking new things that are coming up that you're not expected. So think about that. Don't be surprised if you hear something on September 7th. We're also going to have Sun opposing Saturn on September 8th. As I mentioned before, for Capricorns, it's also for you. It's about not complaining, not saying I can't do it. Yes, you can. You don't need support. You can do everything you want. You're going to have success at the end. What else is important? September 18th, Mercury opposing Saturn. Way to structure your ideas into something concrete, into something that can bring you long-term things. Sun trining Uranus. Great. This is the future. This is the future, the vision of your future life. Absolutely amazing day. Also, what else do we have? And then the Mars trining Saturn on September 30th. Coming from the 6th and the 2nd house. I think finally you can get a break of how can you make more money from your work. Because it's been hard with having Saturn in your 2nd house for a year and a half. It's going to still be hard. But I feel now if you make good plan, if you start doing something in a disciplined, structured way, you can get out of whatever your money situation is long-term and have some success in it. This is the month. This is the month. Absolutely. I feel that. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What else? Yeah. I think this is going to be good. I think this month will give you actually hope for some new things. Okay. And then Pisces. Let's see, Pisces risings, what is happening with you? Okay, so Pisces, first of all, this new moon is happening in your house of partnerships. Are you starting a new relationship? Are you single? Do you want to be in a relationship? Is there a business partnership coming up, an opportunity for business partnership? As I mentioned, Mercury, Mercury ruling is... it's going to be in Leo here. It's going to come here. So there's going to be the ruler of your partners is going to be in the same house for the whole month. But during the new moon, it's going to be here. Is there opportunity that a partner can come from your workplace, and then maybe you can find something there if you're single? That's an opportunity. It's about the Saturn being in your first house, a new moon in the center. It's all about finding the balance, being a support system for your partner in the long run. Is there anything that you want to change? If there anything that you want to make better within your relationship? If you're single, I would highly suggest that this month might be opportunity if you go out there and if you feel that you're not a victim, to go out there and seek somebody, and it's gonna maybe, I would assume that it might be a new relationship that might be for a long term, because it's going to have solid foundation with Saturn opposing it. If you see it that way, the important thing is that you put an effort. It has to be effort from your side. It's not going to be all nice and lovey-dovey maybe, but I think long term it's going to benefit you. Mars is going to go through your fifth house. If you have kids, maybe some situations there might be some arguments, but then use this energy and spend some quality time with your kids. If you're doing some creative projects, do some work on that area. Also, I would suggest that you do something fun for yourself. Do something that, if you love music, go see somebody, go on a concert, go see that movie you didn't see for a long time. Blend your, because your Pisces rising, blend your imagination and fantasy world with the real world through creative ways. Okay, that would be my suggestion, definitely this month for you. So find how can you blend those two together. Jupiter, I'm going to look at Jupiter and Neptune for you. Jupiter is your traditional ruler. Neptune is modern ruler. Neptune is in your first house. It's in the last degree here, moving. We're in retrograde. It's very potent. It's giving you that. I think your intuition now is more highlighted than ever before on the last degree of Pisces, 29. It's going back. So lean into your intuition. Lean into what is your gut feeling telling you. Lean into in your spirituality, surround yourself with the things that can blend your ability to surrender, because you have Saturn here as well, and also putting that in and bringing that imagination and fantasy into a structured way, manifested in a structured way. So I think it's a great opportunity for you to do both. And I think this is going to be even highlighted more when these two go together in the first degree of Aries. Anyway, for all of us. But this is now, you have this opportunity before any of us. Important dates for you are, first of all, Mars squaring Neptune on the 3rd of September. Again, it can be some confusion, some things slipping through our hands, not being clear, coming from, this is going to be here, from the 4th house, some family situation. Just take everything with a grain of salt, okay? Because, it's going to be it's not going to last for long anyway. Then we're going to have, Sun and Jupiter square on the September 12th. This is going to also bring maybe some tension in your home environment and with your partners, but you can use your confidence, use this energy to bring optimism and hope and expand your vision of your family and your partners, instead of getting into any kind of situations that are not favorable. Venus trine Jupiter on 15th of September is absolutely the number one day for you to, because Venus is going to come from Libra, and Jupiter is here. So again, family and your partner's money, you might gain some, money from other people at that day and that time. That's going to be very favorable for that. A very good day to use for money, budgets, and relationships. Whatever you want to do on September 15th is going to be very beneficial for you. Then we have Sun opposing Neptune on September 20th. This because Neptune is in the first house, Sun is going to be in the 7th. There might be some illusions about your partner, who your partner is. Maybe you're going to idolize them. Maybe there's going to be some situation that, you're going to feel that you want to save your partners, like you're a savior to them, or vice versa. You might feel like a victim and you want your partner to save you. So try to use, instead of going to that dynamic, try to use your intuition and do something with your partner. That day, I would suggest that you go see a movie. on the 20th of September, or listen to music, or do something with your partner that can bring your imagination or this idea of idealism and overly romanticism into reality, and bring it through imagination and movies and some music, rather than projecting that on your partner. Then we're going to have September 21st, Mercury square Jupiter. So make sure that you might feel also overly confident in your ideas and how you express yourselves. And then Mercury is going to be already here. So this might bring some communication, extravaganzas with your partners. You might feel that your communication may be over the top and just too much. So keep it kind of in contaminated, contained, not contaminated, contained. Okay. Also, what else do we have? Neptune. Oh yeah, Mercury opposing Neptune, the 25th. Also, there can be deception, lies. So make sure that you use this energy not to just take everything with a grain of salt, and maybe do some creative writing, or do something artistic or spiritual, and don't believe everything you hear or say that day. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to do definitely another video with, yes, hi. I'm going to do another video for eclipse that happens on September 17th for all 12 signs as well, because I think it's a very interesting one. Overall, this is the September forecast. It's a good month. It's optimistic month. It's a month when if you put good foundations in everything you do, you're going to get results. Yeah, so I'm really, really hopeful that you do it. I want to just mention something else before I go. The new newsletter is out. The September newsletter is out. You can also go to my website and read all about it. If you want to subscribe and get the September highlights in the written form in your inbox, you can go to my website, Jasmina Brozovic Astrology, and subscribe to my newsletter. I also have a free moon phase planner for autumn for the next 3 months there. I'm going to put a link below later here, so you can go and download it. If you want to leave a donation for me to get a coffee, I wouldn't mind, but it's not an obligation as well. And I hope you enjoy these. Please, in your comments below, tell me what else would you like to see? What guests would you like to see? What topics would you like me to present here? Not just this forecasting. I like to do both forecasting and learning as well. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. I really appreciate you. I love doing these lives. I love interacting with you. I hope you find this useful and helpful. And I wish you the best month of September. I hope your visions and dreams come true.